Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with a story that has been the focus of much discussion, especially among fans of Turkish drama and celebrity news. It involves two stars whose names are well known, Ebru Şahin and Akınözü. Their story, which began with collaboration and success, has recently taken a very different turn. Tensions, broken relationships, and the involvement of their loved ones have brought about a situation that has left fans shocked and saddened. Make sure to stay until the very end, because this is a story with many layers, and every detail is worth knowing. Before I start, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Your support helps me continue to bring you the latest stories from the world of Turkish celebrities. And now, let's dive straight into the story. Ebru Şahin and Akınözü rose to fame together in the popular series Turkish. Their on-screen chemistry captured the hearts of millions, and for a while, they were one of the most celebrated duos in Turkish television. Fans admired their performances and the way they seemed to complement each other's strengths. But as often happens, what we see on screen does not always reflect what happens behind the scenes. It didn't take long before rumors began to circulate about tensions between the two stars. The situation became more complicated when personal relationships started overlapping with their professional ones. At the heart of the story lies a connection involving Akınözü's then-partner, Sandra, and Ebru Şahin's husband, Sadie Osman. The closeness between these two figures reportedly caused discomfort, misunderstandings, and eventually conflict between Ebru and Akın. Akınözü found himself in a difficult position. For some time, he had been questioning his relationship with Sandra, and ultimately, he made the painful decision to end it. Yet the way this separation unfolded only made matters worse. Instead of resolving things privately with Sandra, Akın's actions became entangled with his strained dynamic with Ebru Şahin. Fans later learned that Sandra's connection to Sadie Osman had indirectly influenced the situation, leading to more distance between Akın and Ebru. For Akın, the breakup with Sandra was devastating. He had invested years of his life in their relationship, and letting go was not easy. Those close to him described how he struggled to accept the finality of the breakup. The emotional toll was visible, and it became increasingly clear that this was not simply the end of a romance, but also the beginning of new challenges in his personal and professional life. Ebru Şahin, on the other hand, tried to remain diplomatic. Married to basketball star Sadie Osman, she attempted to navigate the tension with calmness. According to people close to the situation, Ebru did not want hostility between herself and Akın, especially considering their shared history on Turkish. She reportedly made attempts to ease the conflict and maintain at least a level of mutual respect. But Akın's feelings were too raw, and eventually, he cut ties completely. Their friendship, once admired by so many, was over. The public reaction was immediate. When news of Akın and Sandra's breakup surfaced, combined with the reports of conflict between Akın and Ebru, fans took to social media to express their shock. Many were saddened by the unraveling of such a significant bond. Others were critical of how personal issues had spilled into professional relationships. In the end, both Ebru and Akın found themselves the subjects of intense media scrutiny, their names constantly in the headlines. For Akın, the pain of losing Sandra remained fresh. Friends said he often reflected on what went wrong, replaying moments in his mind and struggling to accept that the love he once cherished was gone. His sadness was palpable, and his silence on social media only fueled speculation. Fans interpreted his quietness as a sign of heartbreak. Ebru, meanwhile, focused her energy on her marriage with Sadie Osman and her career. She made appearances with her husband that showed her trying to move past the negativity and focus on the positive aspects of her life. But no matter how much she tried, the shadow of her broken friendship with Akın lingered. As weeks turned into months, it became clear that reconciliation was unlikely. The wounds were too deep, and the circumstances too complicated. The relationship between Ebru Şahin and Akınözü had come to a definitive end, leaving fans with only memories of their once powerful partnership on Turkish. This story struck a chord with the public not just because of the names involved, but because of what it represented, how quickly relationships can change, how personal lives can collide with professional ones, and how even the strongest bonds can crumble under pressure. For Akın, it was the heartbreak of losing Sandra. For Ebru, it was the challenge of balancing loyalty, friendship, and her marriage. For fans, it was the painful realization that sometimes, the people they admire most face struggles just as real and as complicated as their own. In the end, this saga reminded everyone that fame does not shield people from heartbreak, misunderstandings, or emotional loss. Akınözü and Ebru Şahin, once united by success, now stand apart, their paths forever altered by circumstances that spun out of control. Whether time will eventually soften the distance between them remains unknown. For now, what is certain is that their story continues to be remembered and debated by millions of fans around the world. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found the story as moving and complex as it truly is. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video so you don't miss out on the latest news from the world of Turkish celebrities. Until next time, take care and goodbye.